Ames, the Iowa State College Campanile. And here's an opening scene of the pageant. Jack and Clarice Lemons, their daughter Ann, and Paul Payline. The pageant was in pantomime with a narration by readers over the amplification system. Early settlers of Story County. Harold Hensacker as another earlier settler. They're talking over the possibilities of establishing a home here. The old campfire kettle to prepare a meal. Paul Payline deciding this is a glorious place for a new home. Tilling the soil as she cares for her child. These small scenes were shown in the side stages as the scenes were being changed in the main stage. The red man and the white man, they became friends and smoked a pipe of peace. Hardships, hardships of the blizzards of 1851 on the open prairies in the early days. Founding of the county seat for Story County. The three commissioners appointed by the General Assembly of Iowa to locate the county seat. School days in the 1800s. Hoping to get the State Agricultural College located in Story County. $10,000 in bonds have been voted, and private solicitation for another $10,000 goes forward to bring what is now Iowa State College to Story County. And here's the bearer of glad tidings. $11,000 was raised and the Agricultural College assured. The Civil War. Coming of the railroad to Nevada in 1864. Rain chased the spectators away from the celebration. Story County Courthouse, designated by the Lady of Justice, who was on the tower of the courthouse for many years. Waltzing in the 1890s, Mr. and Mrs. Victor Sloniger. The horseless carriage. The picture of the early day car was not finished when this scene was taken. Mr. and Mrs. Gerald Sinkler with a long white coat and the duster and veils so necessary for the topless cars. The Merry Oldsmobile. Billy Sunday, one of the great figures from Story County. First noted as a baseball player, then became a great evangelist. Flanders Field from World War I. A Baby's Prayer at Twilight. And here are the Roaring Twenties, Charleston and Black Bottom. The actual scene had 6 other dancers, but these two, Connie Coover and Joanne Roberts, were all to be caught for this scene. The Depression of the early 1930s. No food, no money. Hitler, the big bum who caused the big fuss in World War II. You may hiss if you like. The atomic bomb and the end of World War II. Television. WOI-TV at Iowa State College in Ames was the first television station in Iowa. This is James Schaefer, who was stage manager for the pageant and an important member of the Scenic Design Committee with one of the scenes. The pageant was written and directed by Mrs. William Estes, shown here. Wilbur Ambrose was chairman of the pageant committee. The pageant depicted 100 years of progress in Story County. More than 130 people from all parts of Story County were in the cast. Many other people contributed to making the pageant a success. Mrs. H.W. Worstal was chairman of the costume committee. The music committee consisted of Leslie Henderson as chairman, Mrs. Herman Sapp, Mrs. Lowell Johnson, Mrs. Charles Devon, and Carlos Reichert. These two girls were co-chairmen of the casting committee. On the right is Mrs. Henry Scudder with Mrs. Mort Cockshoot on the left. The sound committee was Dave Smith as chairman, with Stanley Ball and many others assisting. The stage construction was under the supervision of Fred Stenson, Elmore Mayo, Max Hagen. The stage crew who handled the scenery. The lighting committee was Ernest Turkington, George Burnett, Lester Corbin, Fred McConnell. The fireworks greeted the people both Tuesday and Wednesday nights following the pageant. Welcome home. Skyrockets, bombs of light, the great waterfalls. Stars over Nevada. A shower of stars. And the American flag. And with the welcome words, "Come again."